Hello everyone, this is Kim Quady with KimPlaysWithPaper.com. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Mesa, Arizona, and I come live on Tuesdays or share a video with you showing you what I have been working on in my craft room. So, as you know, the Stampin' Up! 2023-2024 annual catalog went live last week, and there are just so many fun new products to play with, from stamp sets and dies to paper to ink, embellishments, all of that. So it's all very exciting. And so I'm going to be working on with one of those bundles today. So I will get started. I will pop you down to the craft table and show you what's been going on. Good morning, Sue. Thanks for popping on. Good morning, Barb. Thanks for joining. It's so fun as a demonstrator. Hey, Beth, we get to order, pre-order. Hey, Judy, thanks for joining. We get to pre-order a selection of brand new products from the catalog. And I pre-ordered the Bright and Beautiful Sweet collection. You can find it beginning on page 14 of the annual catalog. Hi, Marie. And it's just a real vibrant, fun set that really lends itself. At first sight, it might look like it's just birthday cards. However, I needed a couple of graduation cards, and I think that this set is just absolutely perfect for that. Good morning, Sandy. Thanks for popping in. It's called The Beautiful Balloons. So we have balloon images, happy birthday, and here are the ones that I really believe are good for graduation. You did it, and yay you. Good morning, Nikki. So it's a photopolymer stamp set. And stay tuned. In the next couple of weeks, I'll be sharing more samples from this as well. Also, with the beautiful balloons, there's a coordinating dies. And I kind of like to show how they do coordinate. So there's the stamp set. We do have the these images are a little smaller. They're shown on here at 85%, but these do work with that. Then we have a tag. We have a little tassel, another little trim, stars, graduation. I can see 4th of July. Hey, Tammy, thanks for joining. Other balloons. This image is several balloons. I can see shaker card. So I can see a ton of possibilities with this. So like I said, stay tuned because I have more cards coming. But today I really wanted to focus on graduation because I've already seen a lot of people celebrating graduations. I have an announcement I got in the mail yesterday. So this is, I made 2 different cards. Now the one thing, the bundle, the suite has a coordinating 6x6 designer series paper. I'm not using that today. And they're all fun, vibrant colors like this. But the other thing that kind of is missing, it's not missing, it's there, but that's understated, is the Gold Celebration Specialty Designer Series paper. So you get 3 12x12 sheets. One of them is in this design here. I've cut this down to 5 1/4 by 4. There's that design, so you can get quite a few out of that. Then we have some celebratory sprinkles. So it's a kind of it's a printed window sheet. Is what it is. And then the other are some gold dots. Now on the other side, hi Vicky, thanks for joining. I made a congratulations card and just turn this over, and it went really well with silver. So these, this is a nice little fun celebratory paper that also is involved with that suite. So let me show you what I started with. So I used the die cut and cut a balloon out of the foil. Actually, I see something. I'm going to squirrel right here for a minute. I see one of the dies. Now, this die is super fun. You may wonder what it cuts fringe for your cards, so you can make a fun little border. So that will be coming next week's video. All right, back to the project at hand. A gold foil heart. Man, it is going to be a day. A gold foil balloon, a piece of black cardstock measuring 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5.5. So the card will open as such. So that's that piece. 5 1/4 by 4. I'm going to lie again, probably 3. These measurements, by the way, will be on my blog at kimplayswithpaper.com. So if I go a little off schedule today, you'll know that you can always check there. So that's 5 1/4 by 4. It's kind of layer like this. And I wanted to use this squiggly design, and that measures 2.5 by 5 1/4. So this, I'll show you kind of how this is going to go together. And then I have little other gold foil strips that measure 5 1/4 by 1/2. Are they 1/2? They're actually 1/4, so 5 1/4 by 1/4, just little foil strips. And then we're going to need to stamp a sentiment, and I did heat emboss that in gold. So I have a little black piece of cardstock that measures 2.5 by 3/4. So let's just quick do that. I have the Yay You all ready to go. I'm going to use my embossing buddy. Now, this is part of Stampin' Up's embossing additions kit that's available. So you have an embossing buddy, and people wonder what that little embossing buddy does. And it just gets the fingerprints, the oil off of the cardstock, so you don't get too much stray things with it. When you're heat embossing, you'll need a Versamark. It's a very clear ink, and I'll just stamp tap tap tap. So you won't be able to see it very well. Right in the middle, Yay You, and I'll pick it up. I don't know that you can see it real well, but it's a watermark. So I'm going to just dip it through my gold embossing powder that's in the little tray, tap it off, and grab my little hangy-on-y tool so we can hang on to that. And then just hang tight. There's going to be just a little bit of heat noise from the heat tool. Oh! Wouldn't you know? Well, I saved that. All right. But I didn't want to burn my fingers. So we have our little sentiment all ready to go. You know, little mishaps happen in the craft room, don't they? And you just have to be prepared for whatever it is. And it always seems to me that I've always got ink on me. I've got all kinds of stuff going on. But I always say, were you really stamping if you don't have ink all over the place? That's the good question. All right. So basically, this card, there's not a whole lot of stamping. You saw that heat embossing, the die cuts, and a little bit of paper. And then let me show you how that goes together. What I did first was I added glue dots just to everything. This is flat. I added glue dots to the back of my balloon, and with those window sheets, you just wonder, so where can I put the adhesive so that it won't show through? And I'll show you how I did that. So I'll put my balloon, actually, we need some of this gold trim. This is a little, I'm going to take a little piece, and then I attached it before I put it on with just a glue dot so that it looks like it's flying in the air. And then I'm going to put a couple of glue dots, 2 or 3, on the back of the sentiment here. I'm going to try to catch one of the pieces of the gold trim. You know, this trim comes in both gold and silver, so if you're working with cards of silver, like for wedding, you know, that's a good question. I was going to ask you guys that. So graduation cards, you see them in black and white, you see them in gold and black, and you see them in silver and black. What is the appropriate color for a graduation card? Is it gold and silver, or gold and black, or silver and black? Which do you guys prefer? So I have that, and I can trim that later. So what I'm going to do is put the adhesive on the back where the balloon and the sentiment is, so you won't be able to see through there. I haven't been able to find out if there's any guidelines for the black and gold or silver and gold. I suppose it's just personal choice. So I love to use the grid paper so that I can get this matched up correctly. Hey, Dawn, thanks for joining. And I'm going to try to get it right in those little squares. Okay, so it's all battened down, and you won't be able to, you don't see the adhesive. Then I'm going to use the glue dots again. And I put them on the back of the gold. Just 3, one on each end, and then just butt them up right against that gold celebrations paper. It's super pretty. You get one sheet. You can probably, now with this size, you can get a lot. You can get many cards out of there. So, so don't be afraid to use it, because you can always get more, right? All right. So that, I'm going to trim this before we go too much farther. And you've got the little balloon, the string hanging down there, and then we'll put the adhesive on the back, and voila, we have a graduation card. Again, I think the beautiful balloons works well for birthday, but I just thought the sentiments lended themselves so well to graduation as well. I have one last piece, and of course you're going to need 5 1/4 by 4 white to put on the inside, because of course you'll want to write a congratulatory message. No one had any thoughts on that gold versus silver? All right, so I'm going to use a little bit of the gold trim, more gold trim. I'm going to tie a bow. And then we'll finish off our balloon with that. Super fun, super versatile set. I can see I've already made a ton of cards, which I'll share with you in the coming weeks. Of course, get it just so. Then I'm going to just roll up a little glue dot, just roll it up, put that glue dot on the back, and that finishes off the card right there, and then we'll trim off our edges. Now I started, you know, when I design, I start with one idea in mind and then end up with something totally different. So the first card that I created, I used the circles, and what I did was just cut little strips. These strips are 5 1/4 by about 1/2 inch. So I put the strips down on that black cardstock first, and I put the glue dots. I just tapped glue dots underneath the dots, and then I added the balloon on another panel along with the gold strips. Same sentiment, same balloon, but I love seeing the Gold Celebrations paper underneath there a little bit better. So I don't know which one you like, but they're both really fun. Gold, turn it over, and then be able to use it with silver. I tried it with the black, and it looks gorgeous. So there you have it. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for popping in this morning, for commenting, for liking, for sharing, and have a good rest of your Tuesday and the rest of the week and weekend. And we will see you next time. Thank you, everyone. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.